Welcome to the Your Leadership Legacy podcast. My name is Tina Paulus-Krause, and I'm so excited to bring you this next podcast dedicated to you high performers out there who want to reinvent yourself, reinvent your business, maybe your career, all of it. This podcast is all about being dedicated to transformation and being the best possible leader of yourself and others that you can be in order to create a legacy that lives on. Welcome to Your Leadership Legacy. My name is Tina Paulus-Krause. I am the founder and CEO of True You Teams. And here we go. Okay, hey, we are back today for this session today. See, it's like halfway through the day, Katia, and I'm getting like I can't speak anymore. In like 3 more, I'm not going to know what my name is. Hey everyone, welcome back. This interview, I have Katia Rave with us today. Hey Katia, how are you?
Hey Tina, I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much. I know that you have had a super busy couple of days and you created intention and all the stuff to be here today. So I really, really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So Katia, you are one of our trainers.
I sure am.
How exciting is that? I'm so excited about that. Yeah. The Global Leadership Experience program that is starting September 11th, 12th, and 13th. You will come in a couple of weeks after that and do breakthrough. And so we're really, really excited to have you not only here as our trainer, but on the board of advisors and just with us in general as we build and create and do all the stuff. So welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you could just introduce yourself and let everybody know a little bit about your background before we get into all the juicy stuff, that would be great.
Sure. So I'm going to start with the obvious, the accent. I come from France. I have been in America for over 30 years, and I have been into the work of entrepreneurship and the world of entrepreneurship for about 26 years now. Been an entrepreneur, successful at it. And then I found out that leadership is really a huge way of taking entrepreneurship to the next level. So totally went into leaderships and then fell in love with the world of excellence, really bringing yourself to excellence. One of the things that for me that I see is winning is never accidental. It's the title of my books. It's the title of my program, and it's truly that. And I really saw that with leadership. Winning is never accidental. Like so many people were like, oh my gosh, Katia, you're so lucky. Katia, you're so lucky. You have the best husband. Katia, you're so lucky. Your business is doing well. Katia, you're so lucky. And it's like, no, it's not luck. It's just, setting yourself up to win, setting yourself up to, what's your next level. So I have my own company. 3 years ago, my husband came full-time working into the company, and we serve Fortune 500 companies, teaching leadership and then teaching entrepreneurs on how to run a business. So that's who I am.
Amazing. So I'm so excited to have you on board because your experience and just who you be out in the world, and you're a huge stand for transformation. And so that's kind of like where I would want to start with you is talk to us a little bit about transformation and why that was the ticket for you, right? What I heard you say is you had tried other stuff, you've been in other things, but when I finally showed up at transformation, it was different. So talk about that journey.
Yeah, for me, I was always investing into what's next, and I had one of the top coaches out there. I had hired her, and then I said, then even with doing what she was telling me what to do, following her step, following her strategies, I still wasn't able to make the success that I knew I was meant to be. I still wasn't able to make the money that I knew I could be. And she kept telling me like, well, you just need to do what I'm telling you. And that's what I was doing. And then, one day someone heard that conversation and said, hey, I do believe that there is something who had nothing to do with the strategies of the business. There's something into your mindset. There's something about how you're showing up who's blocking it. And that's really when I entered this world at a really higher level, and I haven't left it since. I knew the moment I entered in the room, then I saw one of my trainers, and I was like, "This is who I'm gonna be. This is what I'm gonna do."
Yeah, that's amazing to have that like sense of clarity and that sense of purpose. So once you knew that, what's the path to actually get there? Because it's one thing to declare it,
That's
right?
right.
And then
That's
it's another
right.
thing.
Without committed action, no matter how much we declare it, but we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's it. I declared it, and then at the time, I knew that I wanted a 10 out of 10 marriage, and I didn't have that. And like registering, to the first training, the first vision training, the first where we get to explore where, what are we doing, where are we going, was step number one. Step number two is the training that I fell in love with, which is breakthrough. Really confronting, facing your racket, facing your facade, facing your mask, and then confronting it, experiencing it, to be able to let go. And which is now what I'm teaching, and
Yeah.
then practicing it, because
Mm. Talk about that.
it's great to have the vision, it's great to have the breakthrough, but a lot of people stop there. And then
Yeah.
I knew that without practicing, without continuing this constant practice, bringing the consistency into these new ways of being, was going to be the key. And then I have continued, of course, the journey after that, but those were really the first step, who have propulsed me, who have catapulted me forward to, be living at the beach now, having an amazing relationship with my three kids, and a 10 out of 10 marriage with my husband. And our company now makes, multiple six figures. And I mean, like, we really live the life.
That's amazing. And it didn't just happen overnight. So it's like, I love where you're going about it. It's not luck. Like there's no luck about it,
No,
right? You stand.
there's no luck about it. I mean, again, winning is never accidental, right? You got to put in the work. It's
Mhm.
I'm going to give you an example. I'm into phase one now. I did 75 hard, and then I'm
Love it.
continuing. I'm doing the whole year leave hard now, and we really see it in that. It's like, it's constant moving the needle forward. I mean, if you
Mhm.
don't practice, if you think that it's going to happen overnight, nothing happened. Like when I went to the gym at the beginning, I couldn't lift like those little 5 pound, like they're ridiculous. I took the 3 pound. I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't even lift that. And like this morning, I lifted at 25 pound on
There you
just like
go. Boom.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. Day one, I didn't see a difference. Day two, and then you
Mhm.
forget. But
Mhm.
continuing practicing it, and this morning I was like, oh my gosh, it's a 25 pound, so, and it's the exact same way, with the way then we are with our mindset, the way we approach our leadership, and everything else really in life.
Yeah, for sure. So I love that you are, thank you, by the way. So grateful that you're on the board of advisors. Again, your experience is incredible. Talk to us about how your vision and what you're creating in your life and what you've got going, how that fits into the Global Leadership Academy and where you see us going in the future with the Academy.
Ask the question in a different way for me.
What's your vision for Global Leadership Academy?
Well, my vision as a trainer is to continue this work. My own vision, my personal vision, is to create 5,000 master leaders in the world. So anybody, any centers, any companies, and anybody who's aligned with this kind of work is what I follow. For me, this is my vision, and I'm gonna go full on, like pedal to the metal, like literally, for anybody who want to take a stand. Why? Because at the end of the day, we create the world that we want to live in. And it's not just about me, it's about leaving a legacy. I'm going to have grandbabies. I'm going to have grandbabies. I want those grandbabies to be so set into the world, a world who is going to be love, unity, connection, win-win. I mean, imagine, especially right now, we see it with all the politics. I mean, people
Yeah.
are tearing each other apart. What could it look like to respect each other, to listen to each other's side, to create win-win no matter what? I mean, this is the world I want to create. So anybody who is aligned with this kind of work, that's, of course I'm going. We're on the same path.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. Your passion is so contagious. Like you're lit up and it's amazing. What would you say to somebody that's listening to this? They're hearing your words and they're seeing how lit up you are over the work. What's the first step? Like if they're like, yeah, this, what is this all about and what does this look like? How do you talk to people when they're really like their foot's ready to cross the line, but they're just not there yet?
They don't know what they don't know. You don't know what you don't know. And a lot of time that stops us. And my invitation is take a risk. This is how people admire visionaries. What's the difference between me, who came to America 30 some years ago, not speaking English? I took a risk. I got on an airplane, not speaking the language, not knowing anybody, and without all the technology that we had back then. I mean, so when people say, oh my gosh, you're winning. Yes, but I was willing to take that step to go from France to here. It's the exact same thing. You don't know what you don't know. You get to show up for you and be open. What does it look like when you open? Cross the line, go for it. What you will get out of anything is what you put into. If you don't put anything, you won't get anything. And I think that's really the message. It's you want to grow in your marriage, your finances, your business, your career, your spirituality. Hello, that's it. Just jump in, come in, and literally you will be able to see what are some of your limited beliefs, what are some of the mindset, where it comes from, and literally see. Then you get to bring your future into your present. That's the key.
Yep, bringing the future into the present. I love that. So as a transformation trainer, as you step into this transformational trainer, I don't know, what is it called? It's not a position, it's not a lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
whatever it is. Like it's whatever it is. Yeah. What has been the biggest thing for you, the hurdle, the thing that was really holding you back up until now? And what put you moved you into that trainer role?
I would say two things. I'm going to answer I heard two questions in one, so I'm going to answer. What was holding me back was my judgment, not being neutral, reactive. I mean, someone would say something, and because of that passion, then you see, that passion back then was fueled in a very, reactive way into a hello, kind of attitude. And you can shift that. So my big thing was for me to shift that into neutral, but really use that passion as fire to really advance towards my vision.
Yeah. So when you talk about using it and having a vision, what does having a vision look like? Because I think sometimes people look and we say vision, but I don't know that some people really understand what that means. So what does it look like to have a vision for your life?
It's your GPS. It's your map. It's your blueprint. It's, what do I want to do in the world? What do I want to leave? It's I know, depending on who you are, sometimes it can be hard to have a vision. It's like, well, it's hard for me to see tomorrow. So for me, what I say, it's vision is kind of divided in three ways. It's what do I want to create? Why do I want to create it? And then putting a by when do I want to create? Like putting some things who are very easy. And sometimes people they're looking at 20 years, and sometimes it's as much as, 90 days. Meet yourself where you're at, as long as you're playing and showing up every day with excellence. So there is some days, especially, I'm going to go back to being, on the live hard, for this 1 year. I meet myself where I'm at. There's some days where working out is going to look like just stretching on the floor, meeting my body in excellence on that day. is very different than what it is, tomorrow. And it's the same thing with our vision. Revisit your vision. Your vision can change depending on your partner, depending on your kids, depending on what season of life. And this is really what we bring into the training. It's like the training really supports you with like creating a vision that really matters to you, not what your parents wanted, not what your friends want for you, not what everybody is doing around you, but what do you want yourself, and being authentic about it and honoring it.
Yeah. And I love, what we've done with the whole 4-month experience is, yes, that happens in the beginning. And then sometimes we can declare stuff like, how many times have we went to a class or read went to listen to a podcast or read a book, and it's all theory and it sounds good, but then I don't ever implement it in my actual life. Right. So the reason why the program is 4 months long is so that we can wrap support around anyone who's trying to like let go of all that stuff that doesn't work and really clearly step into what it is that they really want, like you said. So
yeah, and I would add to that, it's at the beginning when you enroll, you look at it as a program, but then as you go, it's really becoming, like for me, it's a way of life. Like I show up with, like certain ways of being, things that matters to me. And at the end of the day, creating what I want to create. Again, winning is never accidental because I really put it out there, but it's really a way of life. Like you end up not just, like you say, reading the books and being like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, it's for them. Well, this is for you. Because really, at the end of the day, Tina, I am a simple immigrant who did not speak English, who didn't have a college degree. And coming in this country, learning English, being able to go back to college, graduated with a 3.98 GPA, being now a trainer and supporting people is open to anybody who wants it. And you got to put the work who goes with it. So crossing the line is step one.
Yeah, I love that. I think you should get t-shirts that say winning is never an accident. You own that t-shirt.
I own the hashtag. I own the hashtag already on all social media. That's a great idea. I never thought of that on the t-shirt.
T-shirts. I'll be the first one to buy one.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
That's amazing. So I want to thank you for being on. One of the last questions that I've been asking the board of advisors is, what's on your heart? Like, this is an open forum. We're just kicking off. We've got like the vision is huge. The stuff that's coming is huge, but what's really on your heart to share with everyone right now?
At the end of the day, we have one life. One life. Are you going to make it count? This training, this way of life, I wake up every single day on fire because I make a difference. I have found my purpose. Everything is aligned with, for me, I'm aligned with God. I'm aligned with everything that I'm supposed to do. I have a gift and I want to put it back in the world. And I have one life. There's no like, this is not a practice. And then I get to come back and do it all over again. You get to make it count. And how often do we become victim, being resigned, resentful, not doing the thing that we're doing because we can't, or because, people are telling us to do. This is time, like use your power and, and know than where I came from. This was not how I used to talk. I was barely able to be in front of a public, and talking. So all of these skills, you get to learn them. Why? Because at the end of the day, for me, I want to brush my teeth at night and know that I made the world a better place today. And I want to do the same thing tomorrow and the same thing the day after. So what would it look like for you to jump in and to get on this train versus just being on the caboose?
Yeah, right. It's like for me, it's like, it feels like it's a choice between living in suffering versus living in clarity, like living in vision as we talk about, right? And I spent the first 45 years of my life like sleeping, like I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I didn't see it. So all of those things that you talk about, like I get it. People see me today and they're like, but remember then? And it's like, yeah, she doesn't exist anymore. She like, we put, So the work is really about taking yourself on
Yes.
and surrounding yourself with people who are going to lift you.
Oh, your tribe is everything. And,
Yeah.
and this is what you'll get. Like you'll have a team, you'll have a tribe, you'll have people who are going to be, your besties. You're going to have people who are going to be really like supporting you through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And where else in life do you really have people then you can count on just, like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for
You're
everything that you
welcome.
do, who you be. You are incredible. And I cannot wait for Bray. I can't wait until we get to quantum.
I know. I can't wait. I'm super
Yeah.
excited. And the one thing is, then I want to leave everybody's listening is I want you to know then I cannot wait to see your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your best friends, your children come to this training. It is truly life changing. And the legacy that you're going to leave with your family, with your friends, is really going to expand to your community, expand to the world, expand to like it's a whole ripple effect. So no, then I don't take it lightly and I cannot wait to meet them.
Yes. Beautiful. Amazing. Amazing. All right. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for your presence. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
All right,
Bye.
everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.